Greetings, Raiders. It is Rocheletor here, and I wanted to make this video because after lots and lots of getting defeated by this Nether Spider, I have finally done it. And it was because of this team I assembled. First, we have Septimus. He attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, and resets the cooldown on his champion's Holy Sword skill if the target is killed. This is more useful in the waves. His only other is AO2, and is the only other one he has is attacks one enemy. You will ignore shield and block damage buffs. This thing is like a super nuke. Damage increases according to max HP. I have all kinds of equipment on Septimus. He is kind of equipped for Clan Boss with defense, but he has War Master. And he also increases the duration of debuffs on the target by one turn when he hits an enemy. So that's just an additional benefit. Masteries on him are kind of for Clan Boss. Kind of just added him into this mix because he can do really a ton of damage, as you will see. He's got some counter attacks on him. Just showing his tier 5 and 6 masteries that he's got on. Basically set up to do lots of damage. Then we have Gembo, another damage dealer that I could afford to have in level 20 Spider here. Skills: attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit steals any increased attack buffs. Second one, AO2, is probably his best one. Attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs by one turn. This effect cannot be resisted on critical hits. This is a super nuke. And he places 30% increased crit rate on himself and a 30% crit damage buff on the champion for 3 turns. This allows him to only need 70% crit rate, and he can do tons of damage as if you max out his crit damage like crazy. He like nukes like it's his for his passive. He's immune to decreased attack debuffs, will ignore unkillable buffs when blocking. Very good passive. So his masteries are for arena. Kill streak increases damage inflicted by 6% in arena. That's a very popular arena mastery. Helm Smasher, best nuking mastery you can have there for arena. Basically in there for super damage on the spider. Drexstar Bloodthin. Now he is a more common champ to fight the Nether Spider. This AO1 attacks one enemy 3 times. He has 30% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Heals this champion. AO2 attacks all enemies. He has a 40% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. This chance increases to 100% if the target is under HP burn. Third has a 50% chance of placing HP burn debuff for 2 turns on the attacker when hit. This champion's RS increases by 10 for every enemy under HP burn debuff, stacks up to 50. This is very good because you need resistance to poison, and he can burn the heck out of all the spiders. And as you'll see, sometimes his burn just kills Nether Spider before you even have to whack him again. Increases the damage inflicted by this. This is just some of his masteries. He's not even maxed out on his masteries yet, but he was able to do the job. Setting him up to be a Doom Tower boss kind of killer there. These are some of the. Oh, this is what I plan to put on him. Giant Slayer. It has a 30% chance of inflicting bonus. He's multiple hits, so Giant Slayer, I'm going to have him be like a boss killer type champ here. Has 50% chance to a counterattack. This is the stuff I might put on him. Defense has 50% chance of increasing his turn meter by 15% when an ally is attacked. That's very good for him. One thing you do not want on Nether Spider, as you will see when we get to the description of Nether Spider, is decreased turn meter. You do not want that on with the exception of Skyle, she does have this. But her other skills are so much strong that you can afford it. So her AO1 decreases speed and has a 30% chance of decreases the target's turn meter. That's the turn meter one. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has 20% chance of placing stun for 1 turn and reviving an ally and placing the 50% ally protection buff on them for 2 turns. Um, and all these skills very helpful in and then heals all allies. This is the passive all by 10% of their max HP. Also places a 30% increased speed on random debuff. I think I was looking to see that she does remove buffs. She might have a mastery on that does it because it seems like she does do this. I think it's part of the ally protection, but she, during the battles, you'll notice I think that she does some kind of remove buffs. She has more of like healing masteries for her. I have her as sort of a control champ. Um, just showing what I might plan to put on her. Counterattack, not so much. I think this one has 50% chance of increasing the turn meter by 15%, like on the on Drexta. Sniper increases, and then the turn meter, more turn meter stuff. Increasing turn meter is always good. And Eagle Eye. Now on to Reliquary Tender. Reliquary Tender is the big thing on her is to remove buffs and revives. And her masteries, what you need to have on her is a lot of speed. So all these masteries I plan to put on her are going to increase her speed or increase her turn meter. And have her basically as a control. The only thing I avoided is those double eyes over there. A cycle of revenge. This is a turn meter again. The double eyes on the 4th tier on the support side. You want to avoid that for Nether Spider because that will actually give her the ability to decrease turn meter, which then can cause problems with the spider acting out on that. Oh yeah, this is her skills. Attacks one enemy has a 20% chance of placing a 25% decrease attack. AO2 removes all debuffs from all allies, places a 15% continuous heal buff on them for 2 turns. That's very useful. She also revives an ally 30%, fills their turn meter by 30%. This revive is actually kind of weak, as I noticed when I was using her. And this is an honorable mention. Sathalia was originally, I was trying to use her in the team to crush Nether Spider. I did have success once with her. She attacks, let's see, she removes all debuffs from deck. She removes buffs, but the problem she also decreases turn meter also, I believe, in this. Or is it here? It has a 75% chance of removing all buffs and decreases the turn meters of all enemies. This causes the spider to lash out. Although, if you build her correctly, you can actually solo Nether Spider, from what I've heard. But did not have her built, I don't think, strong enough with. So she's in the works. Eventually, she may be real good assistance to Team Rocheletor here. And this is some masteries I plan to put on her. I think I might show Eagle Eye with accuracy, increases chance of placing the buffs. I think I plan to put War Master on her. Depends on where her accuracy is. If she needs more accuracy, maybe Eagle Eye, but most likely I put War Master to have her be able to kind of get some damage when she does do some hit. But she's more for like that support role. But she could be a damager as well. She just does well in arena. So on to the spider. Spider attacks all enemies, places a 5% poison debuff. I think the big thing on this is when attacks all enemies at the start of each turn. I'm looking at Tide of Toxins here. Lots of poison, as you notice. When attacked by an enemy under a poison. Okay, actually, I was looking at Elder Lurker. Counterattacks whenever an enemy decreases their turn meter. And what do? When they counterattack, they usually poison. This damage inflicted is equal. So Yeah, and broad flat fast spawns the 4 spiderlings. Okay, I think we're getting the Tide of Toxins again. Attacks all enemies. Poisons them. When attacked by an enemy under poison debuff, increases the duration of all debuffs. So, okay, how to kill the Nether Spider. Greth is an okay, I'm scrolling too fast. But basically, you need to remove buffs from the spider. You have to have a lot. You should have a lot of resistance. And you really need a revive champ. Normally 2 revives, but I have 2. Okay, here we go. This is it. We are on to the battle here. We are burning Nether Spider here. So, as you see, Drexstar gets the HP burn. Reliquari just removed all the poisons. Gembo with the attack. Now the poisons are being laid on here. Septimus, a big hit. Reliquari, sorry, that's Skyle. Drexstar. Reliquari. Gembo with the big hit. That HP burn is just burning those spiders. Drexstar doing his job. There's Gembo with another big hit. Septimus is a pretty good hit. Skyle. Skyle comes in handy for revives here, I believe. I don't know if in this battle she does. There's Drexstar with the burn. Gembo with the nuke. Skyle. Septimus with another big hit. Buffs are just removed. Reliquari with a big heal. This is where the healers come in play. Because it gets, toward the end, the spider gets nasty. It really starts laying down the damage. Then there was another heal, I think, from Skyle. See how they all work together. And burned himself. There wasn't even a hit involved there. That HP burn just burned his HP to the ground. Okay, so another round. We have an attack with all the poisons because I don't have their speed high enough to get past that. Doesn't matter because we're gonna have Reliquari tend to remove them all after right there. And then we have Gembo with a big hit. Drexstar with the burn, I believe. Yep. Spiders laying down the poison. Skyle. You decrease turn meter. That might cause a lash out. Gembo with the big nuke. Drexstar with the burn. The spiders are burning. There's some poisons on them again. Let's see up there. They're removed. But that already did some big damage right here. So then we got some continuous heals going on from both probably Skyle and Reliquari Tender doing that. We got Drexstar, Gembo, kaboom. There we go. Septimus was a huge hit there. Skyle, Reliquari, decreases attack. That's probably useful as well. There we go. Drexstar. And the burn has been on the spider like almost the whole time. It's not the whole time. This is where it gets dangerous. Toward the end, right at the end, he usually dupes everybody. This is where I always get. But this is where Skyle comes in handy. He actually, I replaced Sathalia with Skyle, and it was to the benefit here. I think more books on Skyle right now, maybe, but I think Skyle overall is a little bit better than Sathalia for this. At least with this team here. So I think I do one more time. Actually, I just think I just show one more time the big burning down to the ground here. So basically, there you go. Nether Spider has been defeated. Like and subscribe if you like the video.